Hi guys, my name's Laura Weiss and I'm a marriage and family therapist at the ICLV Wellness Center. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about healthy confrontation. We want to talk about confrontation that glorifies God and helps us grow, as opposed to just complaints that might just satisfy our flesh but don't really get us anywhere. When we think about confrontation, I always think to myself, do I even need to confront this? And so one of the ways that I decide, do I even need to confront this, is what's the point? What's the goal? What am I going to get out of this? And so I think as we work through deciding, do I even need to confront? What is the point? What is the goal? We ask ourselves just a few questions. In Proverbs 19:11, it says, "A person's wisdom yields patience. It's to one's glory to overlook an offense." Overlooking an offense is not easy. That's a very hard thing for me to do in my own life. So one of the ways that I see if I can overlook an offense is first asking myself, is this going to change? Is this something that can change? For example, if you're in a coupling where your partner is introverted and you maybe come from a boisterous, loud family of origin, you're going to have some issues either at birthdays, holidays, family dinners, or even just day-to-day interactions that may not be changeable issues. They may be things that are deeply rooted inside who you are just from the families that you come from. Dr. John Gottman says that 70% of things that we go through in our relationships, issues we have in our relationships, are not solvable. They're just manageable. And so when you think about 70% of things not being solvable, just manageable, you think, oh, okay, so I can't solve all of these issues that we have. Do I need to continuously confront them? Why are you so loud? Why are you so introverted? Is not a way to solve issues and to move forward. So how can I manage them? In therapy, we would say, okay, 70% of things are not solvable, just manageable. But God gives us scripture for that. He says that love covers a multitude of sin in 1 Peter 4:8. So, okay, if I can't solve it and it's just manageable, can I cover it with love? When I speak to groups of people and I ask, what is love? Oftentimes people say things like, a feeling, a strong desire, an attraction towards another person. And those are all worldly definitions of love. God gives us a clear definition in the Bible of love, and basically it's an action, it's a verb. In 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4-8, it says, "Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it's not easily angered." Sometimes. "It does not keep records of wrongs, it rejoices in truth, protects, trusts, hopes, and preserves, endures all things." So I think when we think of that definition of love and we think, okay, let's say your spouse has the gift of service and you like to stay home. Well, that's going to be something that's not solvable, just manageable. So she may be the Energizer Bunny and love to serve and go, 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 and you're not going to be able to draw a hard line with that. But can you cover it with love? If it is just manageable, can it be covered with a boundary and maybe a decision of what works for your family, but can it be covered with love? I encourage you guys today to sit together with your spouse or on your own and ask your spouse to do it at a separate time. And in that verse, in that 1 Corinthians verse, just circle all of the parts that are strengths for you. Maybe you're patient, but you keep records of wrongs. Or maybe you're kind, but enduring all things sounds really daunting to you. So circle the parts that are strengths for you, and then underline the growth areas that you have, and come together with your spouse and talk through them, and work through real goals that you guys can try to meet to enhance each other's strengths and weaknesses. Thanks for joining me.